Thanos versus the DC Trinity. Three heroes who define hope itself, and one tyrant who's broken gods for fun. Superman is strength without a ceiling. Wonder Woman is war perfected. Batman is the mind that turns the impossible into a plan. And Thanos, well, Thanos is what happens when power stops asking permission. This isn't a fight about numbers, it's not about prep time or gadgets. It's about whether even the greatest heroes in DC can stop a being who's beaten entire universes into submission. So who wins? The Mad Titan or the Trinity? Let's break it down. Ever since he was just a child, Thanos has been obsessed with nihilism and death, eventually falling in love with the physical embodiment of death itself, Mistress Death. Wishing to impress her and win her love in return, Thanos gathered an army and completely destroyed his home planet of Titan, slaughtering millions of his race. And from there, well, he began a search for more and more power in order to fulfill his goal of spreading death and destruction across the universe. All for his love. Thanos has strength that way outclasses even the likes of Hulk and Thor and the other Avengers, easily overpowering them and sending them flying with punches, even managing to manhandle Hulk and Thing while at the same time fighting both Thor and Hercules. So like legit, four of the strongest heroes in all of Marvel, and Thanos is fighting all of them at once. He's nearly killed Silver Surfer with just a few punches. He's able to send Hulk flying miles away with just one hit. He's been able to actually fight against Thor while Thor had the power gem, and Namor has said that getting punched by Thanos is the worst pain that he's ever experienced. And Namor has definitely taken some serious punches through his life. He's kinda an easy guy to punch in the face. But the Mad Titan is so strong that he's even able to bust planets, destroying a planet in his fight with Drax the Destroyer, then bull rushing his son Thane straight through a planet, destroying that one too. And while Thanos is very strong, I think his durability puts him in a class all his own. He can take blasts from Silver Surfer like they're nothing, shouts from Black Bolt like they're nothing, take hits from Thor with the power gem, and he simply just smiles. Thanos is actually legit so tough that several heroes have said that they've broken every bone in their hand just by punching him. He's even survived gas giants and planets exploding, withstood black holes with the mass of multiple galaxies. Good luck putting Thanos down. I'm not even sure if that's actually possible. And I mean that literally. Thanos has survived blasts that legit one-shotted heroes like Hulk, Thor, and Gladiator. He's even been disintegrated down to a skeleton before and survived, quickly regenerating in the process. But Thanos isn't just limited to his physical strength and durability. He's also a master of energy manipulation. He's able to knock out the Thing with just a flick of his fingers, knock out both the Thing and Thor with just one blast, kill Adam Warlock with one blast, and has just made a habit of regularly knocking out some pretty powerful heroes with ease. Heck, he's even able to knock around Galactus with an energy blast, send him flying halfway across the moon. Of course, it didn't put him down because it's Galactus, but still incredibly impressive. He's able to create energy bubbles to trap people in or stop attacks from coming his way, and is also able to create some powerful force fields that have held up to Galactus before and have stopped both Thor and the Champion while they had the power gem. This really is one of Thanos' most powerful abilities. At the end of the day, this is all why Thanos is ranked as the Avengers' most dangerous villain. and is seen to be on par with the likes of Odin and Galactus. He's got power nearly without end, is allowed to sit at tables with the most powerful entities in the Marvel Universe, and is easily, truly, one of the best. So can Thanos do it? He's battled against Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor plenty of times before, fought against the Avengers and all sorts of Marvel heroes. But how's he going to do against DC's infamous Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, all at once? Well, let's find out. So let's get one thing straight right out the gate. This is not really Thanos versus Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman equally. Batman matters here tactically, strategically, as a coordinator, but physically, he's in the same boat as Captain America would be. He's not hurting Thanos. No amount of prep, tech, or gadgets changes that. And if we start handing out like the Hellbat armor, we might as well give Thanos the Infinity Gauntlet. That's not the fight anyone actually wants to watch. So this really comes down to Thanos versus Superman and Wonder Woman, with Batman acting as more the brain in the background. Now, Thanos doesn't need to have better strength feats than Superman to be dangerous. He doesn't need to have better lifting feats than Hulk to win fights. Because for decades, Thanos has consistently done something far more impressive. He beats people on Superman and Hulk's level anyways. This is a guy who has casually swatted Hulk aside, knocked out the Thing with a punch, beaten Thor bloody while smiling, nearly killed Silver Surfer with his bare hands, and treated entire Avengers lineups like inconveniences. He's tanked Black Bolt's Scream multiple times. He's walked away from planet-wide explosions. He's survived a black hole measured in multiple galaxies worth of mass. His force fields have impressed Galactus himself. That's before you even talk about his energy manipulation, matter control, telepathy, regeneration, or ridiculous willpower. The same willpower that let him take attacks that were literally supposed to be impossible to survive. So when Superman and Wonder Woman step onto the battlefield together, Thanos doesn't flinch. He's done this before. Now here's where the fight immediately escalates, because modern day Superman is a lot more powerful than he's been in the past. This is the version who has canonically surpassed his old limits, the one who has said outright that concepts like weight, even space-time, have stopped meaning what they used to. The guy who bench pressed the Earth for 5 days straight, barely broke a sweat, who has contained black holes in his hands, who has moved compressed solar systems by himself, who lifted a book with infinite pages, who sun-dipped and one-shot the World Forger, destroying an entire replacement multiverse in the process. When Superman hits Thanos, it matters. The first exchange shakes the battlefield. Thanos gets driven back. Not because he's necessarily weaker, but because Superman is operating on a level most beings simply don't reach anymore. But Thanos doesn't panic, he adapts. While Superman brings the raw output, Wonder Woman brings something else entirely: control. She's faster than Thanos expects. Not travel speed, but combat speed, reaction time, precision. This is the woman who has reacted to Superman, tagged Reverse Flash, blocked trillions of fragments moving faster than light, and fought entire Justice League lineups while blindfolded. Her sword forces Thanos to respect her in a way brute force never could. It cuts him, not fatally, but enough to prove a point. Her bracelets deflect energy blasts that would flatten cities. Her durability lets her tank hits from Superman tier opponents and keep moving. And her skill keeps Thanos from ever fully focusing on Superman alone. That's the key. Together, Superman and Wonder Woman prevent Thanos from doing what he does best: isolating and dismantling opponents. Meanwhile, Batman is doing exactly what Batman should be doing. He's not fighting Thanos, he's watching him, calling out shield timings, tracking energy spikes, warning Diana before grabs lock in, coordinating Superman's rushes so Thanos doesn't get a clean counter. This is the same Batman who has coordinated fights against Darkseid, Brainiac, and multiversal threats before. Without him, it's possible the Trinity could lose their momentum fast. Now, make no mistake about it, Thanos is not going down easy by any means. In fact, there will be a part of this fight where Thanos has control. He catches Wonder Woman mid-motion with telekinesis, not overpowering her strength, but locking her in place in the same way he restrained Hulk and Drax before. Superman charges to break the hold and eats a full-power energy blast point blank, the kind of blast that has staggered Thor, injured Odin tier beings, and erased cosmic threats outright. Superman tanks it, but it slows him, and Thanos smiles, because this is the part of the fight he understands: attrition, endurance, grinding gods down until they stop getting back up. But at the end of the day, Thanos expects that eventually someone like Superman hits a ceiling. And right now, this version of Superman just doesn't really have one. When Clark decides he's done holding back, the tempo changes instantly. It doesn't even have to be a single knockout punch. It can be a barrage, the same kind of overwhelming assault he's used against Doomsday before. Thousands of blows in seconds, each hit capable of leveling continents, each one landing faster than Thanos can fully adapt to. Wonder Woman lands clean strikes with her sword, Batman calls the timing, Superman unloads. Thanos, he fights back, he always does, he lands hits, he staggers Superman, he forces Diana on the defensive again, but Superman keeps escalating, and he doesn't lose momentum. The fight is ugly. Thanos proves again why he's one of the most dangerous beings in Marvel history. He pushes the DC Trinity harder than almost anyone else ever has. There are multiple moments where he could realistically win if things break slightly differently. But against this Superman, backed by this Wonder Woman, with Batman coordinating the chaos, it's just enough. The DC Trinity wins. Not easily, not cleanly, and not without walking away battered. But they do win. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're gonna see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.